Israel's ultra-Orthodox community, about 12% of the population, has been hard hit by the epidemic. The health ministry says the rate of infection in ultra-Orthodox towns doubles every 3 days, compared with a national average of every 6 days. That's why the Israeli government is taking strict new measures on ultra-Orthodox neighborhoods to contain COVID-19.
It's very hard for us because normally here in this city we're always together and we like the community, and because of these days, because we have to be careful, we're trying to do the best, even if it's much more harder than other places.
The Asota Medical Centers say the number of those diagnosed with COVID-19 in the ultra-Orthodox Tel Aviv suburb of Bnei Brak is expected to be as high as 50%. The Israeli government announcing last week that access to and from the town would be restricted, and police set up roadblocks to enforce the quarantine order. Many believe the lifestyle of ultra-Orthodox Jews caused the community to respond slowly to COVID-19.
They live in very large families, about twice as large as the average Israeli family, maybe 10 to a household, in smaller apartments, in cramped neighborhoods because they tend to be more poor than the rest of society. Few of them have smartphones or internet access or read mainstream media, and they therefore also were largely unaware of what was happening in the rest of the country, and they felt that the police and the government were perhaps unfairly picking on them with the restrictions.
For decades, the ultra-Orthodox have been allowed to run their own affairs. Most don't serve in the army and do not work but rely on government handouts. Many Israelis, especially secular parts of society, do not approve. And that divide could grow as more ultra-Orthodox people test positive. Rabbi David Rosen says COVID-19 could cause even more growing resentment between the two groups.
The ultra-Orthodox community sees secular society as polluted and corrupt. It sees the modern world as degenerate, and therefore it doesn't want to have too much to do with it. And the rest of Israeli society resents that community. First of all, they feel that they are looked down upon by them, and nobody likes that. Secondly of all, they resent the fact that they are within government and they get financial access and support for their community when they don't contribute significantly to the gross national product.
While Israel is still fighting to contain the virus, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says if the Jewish Passover restrictions are followed, they could be rolled back after the holiday. Mustafa Fatih Yavuz, TRT World, occupied East Jerusalem.